Hello everybody, it's Nikki and welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been years since you've seen me in a long form video. I decided to start a series called Tips That Hot Girls Don't Want You to Know. And we're gonna go from category to category. I mean, there's gonna be makeup, skincare, hair, travel, money, hygiene, any topic that I feel like talking about. We're gonna do it in a podcast style because isn't it fun to just have like a nice little setup like this? I dug this out from my closet. I haven't used this mic since, believe it or not, my ASMR era. I used to make ASMR videos and I was damn good at it. We're gonna start it off strong and we're gonna start with makeup tips that hot girls don't want you to know. Part one is the base of your makeup, aka the most important part. So I have this one friend named Lizzie and she makes amazing skincare content and her skin is like godly looking. It's amazing. I asked her about some makeup tips and she said that skincare is the most important part. Before you even start any makeup, your base, like any products that you have already on before your makeup, are most important for how your entire makeup look is going to look. I recommend starting your makeup in the first 10 minutes after you've done your skincare. This is because you're going to let your skincare products absorb enough, but your skincare is still going to be fresh enough to apply your makeup over top and make the products blend so it kind of looks like your skin still. Start using makeup products that double as skincare. L'Oreal Paris does this wonderfully with their True Match tinted serum and their concealer. Both of these contain hyaluronic acid, which if you don't know, is one of like the primary ingredients in all serums and moisturizers. This is a very heavenly duo. I love this for no makeup days, especially because it feels like you're not wearing makeup if your skincare is kind of doubling as your makeup. Right? This has also been my genuinely favorite concealer for a very long time now. It blends amazingly. It's so smooth. And I do think that because they have hyaluronic acid in them, that they apply smoother to the skin. And that's why I say when you finish your skincare and you do your makeup instantly after, it just gives you a very natural looking skin-like base. So if you want the appearance of really healthy looking skin, that your skin is naturally glowing, you know, you drink a lot of water, like that kind of appearance, you should use a glow enhancer. This one is the Lumi Glotion from L'Oreal Paris, and there's a couple different shades that you could choose that work best for you. I like this one because it gives a natural enhancing glow rather than anything shimmery or glittery, because glitter on your face is not going to look natural. So the Lumi Glotion, in my opinion, is perfect for this. For primer, make sure that you're pushing it into your skin rather than wiping it like a cream, because this is going to help minimize your pores better and make the primer do its job better. If you've ever noticed that your makeup or your skincare is pilling, then this may be because your skincare products are not compatible with your makeup product. Products can be water-based, silicone-based, or oil-based, and you need to find ones that only match one category. So a water-based primer should be paired with a water-based foundation. Same with silicone-based, and oil-based with oil-based. You don't want to use opposing products because then they're just going to repel each other and cause that pilling effect. Honestly, just Google each product of yours and see if it's water-based, oil-based, or silicone-based, and then that will give you your answers to which products to use together and which ones to not use. Use concealer to lift your face. I'm going to show a picture here that shows the placements that you could do for that facelift look. If you're using a concealer for any lifting effects like this or highlighting effects, make sure that your concealer is a little bit lighter than your own face shade. And then if you're using it to cover up blemishes, then make sure it more so matches your natural shade, so that if you're covering a blemish like right here, it's not a weird light spot and you're not like highlighting that area. You're trying to, you know, make it blend with the rest of your skin. My daily concealer placement includes putting it over here and over here. And that gives me that little like blended effect on the tip of the eye. But I avoid placing it in like the middle because I feel like it drags your face down a little bit. Or just like, you know, gives you that like very patchy light spot right under your eyes, which you want to stay away from. Let's talk about blending techniques quickly because I feel like not a lot of people know how to blend their products well, and that can also affect your whole makeup look. For blemishes, you tap the product into your skin. When applying bronzer or contour for contouring, you want to like wipe it on your face and then blend it by tapping it. And do it upwards so that it lifts your face. Also for blush so that it lifts your face. Anything, you know, here that you're placing, make sure that you're just like lifting your face by blending upwards. And a little side tip for nose contour, I like to like blend it from the side instead of, you know, anything over top, just because you're obviously wanting to like cinch in your nose and you want to leave the middle area blank and just apply product on the sides. This may be a little bit of a debate, but I recommend using a brush as opposed to a beauty blender. I recently made the switch, honestly, for concealer especially, and using a little concealer brush like this one is honestly so good. So good. Beauty blenders are good for like skin tints or liquidy products where you just want to, you know, smooth out the general liquid effect. But I find that sometimes you can overdo it and it almost ends up lifting the product off your face instead of blending it in. For blush especially, these do not work. Make sure that you're using the right brush for the right product. Firmer brushes are going to be really good for any liquid or creamy products, and then these soft brushes, the fluffy ones, are going to be great for powder products. If you're using a beauty blender, make sure to wet it with warm water as opposed to cold water, because warm water is going to help with blending the product and cold water is just going to firm up the product and make it blend way harder. This is a personal favorite of mine, which I'm very passionate about. Switch to cream products instead of powder products. Almost all of my blush, bronzer, highlighter, even like eyeshadow is all liquid because I love the glowy look. And any makeup that doesn't even feel like makeup and is just, you know, laying on your face and it feels like hydrated and not cakey at all, that is what I opt for with cream products. The only non-cream product that I have is powder, and powder is gonna help you obviously mattify those areas that you don't want to be glowy. So for me, that's like the smile line area and also the forehead a little bit, and sometimes even like the chin and my under eyes. Those are like the parts that I don't want to be glowy, and this zone is called the T-zone. So basically just remember this is what you're like mattifying, and then leave the rest glowy, and it gives you like that perfect glowy look without looking greasy. For liquid products, make sure to tap them onto the back of your hand first before applying it directly on your face. This is so that you don't start blending it on your face and it creates like this muddy look and becomes too much. Then with your hand, you could just choose the right amount of product that you want. And it's better to layer those products on rather than doing it all at once and having too much and then having to redo your makeup. For night looks, make sure you're not forgetting to powder your face. Usually in the day, you know, maybe I'll skip the powder step sometimes, but in the night, if you're taking flash photos especially, trust me, you don't want your face to be reflecting like a flashlight in flash photos just because you forgot to powder some areas of your face. Also, a little side tip for flash photos, make sure that you're not slicking down your brows. I like to even just like stay away from brow gel in general at night because it gives flash photos that appearance of your brows not being there because the gel just like reflects the flash. I like to fill my brows in a little bit with like some powder product, but I'll stay away from any gels for that reason. Let's talk about shades for a second. This has been new information that I discovered, which I was so mad that I didn't know before because like it's kind of obvious, but besides every shade number for foundation or concealer, there's gonna be a letter which says either N, W, or C. N stands for neutral, W stands for warm, and C stands for cool. And that refers to your undertone. So you want to make sure that you're choosing the product that is suited for your undertone. And the way that you check your undertones is literally by looking at your hand veins. I don't know if you could see my veins clearly, but my veins are green, and that means I have a warm undertone. Then if your veins are purple or blue, then that means you have a cool undertone. And if you can't really tell, then probably a neutral undertone. I talked about nose contouring a little previously, and honestly, I'm not the best at it, but what I do for my nose contouring is I'll apply my fake freckles and my bronzer only to the sides of my nose. So sometimes people will apply their fake freckles like all over their nose, and that looks really weird, honestly. But if you want to like naturally contour your nose and you're not like a pro at it, definitely just stick to putting product on the sides and then a little bit on the top, like here, and then leaving the middle section blank. Fake freckles are a big favorite of mine. You know why? Because they can cover your breakouts really well, actually. And the thing about freckles and like replicating fake freckles on yourself is freckles can really be on any part of your face. So if you have a breakout here, then you could easily just add a few freckles on your chin and like blend them out and make them look a little more natural. My favorite little secret freckle pen is from Salty Face, and it's a liquid, so you just do a few dots and then blend them out, and it gives the most natural, enhanced freckles. And if you ever feel like you did too many freckles by accident, instead of covering them with like concealer or foundation, put just some more blush or contour over top, and that will give it like a more natural sun-kissed look. And the last hot girl tip that I have for base makeup is to put a little line on your nose to make it look like you have a button nose. So you do this with like a little bit of contour, just, you know, on the top, and it makes you look like you have that nose, if you're into that. Part 2, we're moving on to eye makeup. If you're doing a heavier makeup look, I recommend starting the eyes first and then doing your base. This is because if you do your base first, then all the eye makeup that you start doing is just gonna fall onto your base and mess it up. So do your eyes first and then your base for the heavier makeup looks. For regular daily makeup, just, you know, do it in whatever order you like. I usually do my eyes last. Personally. Curl your lashes for longer than you think they need to be curled. Make sure that you're not pressing too hard when you're holding, but as long as you're holding them for like a little longer than you think, they're gonna stay curled the rest of the day, I guarantee. And if you're someone who has very straight hair and straight lashes for that fact, then you could also try warming up your lash curler under like warm water. Don't use like I've seen people use like a hot iron or straightener to heat up their thing, but that's just gonna like burn your eyes because it's metal mostly, so don't put like hot metal near your face. Be careful. But if it's just warm water and it's a little bit warm, then it works the same as like a straightener and will have that holding effect better with heat. Make sure that your curler as well as your makeup brushes are clean, okay? Curlers is something that people for some reason forget to clean, and you want to make sure that all of that old crusty mascara that's like dried around it is off and cleaned before every time that you use it, because this leads to eye infections. And I know you don't want an eye infection, Miss Girl, okay? I know this is tough to hear, but you got to replace your mascara every like 2 to 3 months. Yeah. This is because, again, eye infections, bacteria, anything that's going near your eyes, you don't want to leave out for like years and years and keep using the same product. It's also going to become crusty and dry. And why would you want dry, crusty lashes, right? So rather go for like a more affordable mascara and like switch it out rather than investing all your money into like the best, most expensive mascara. L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Mascara is my go-to for daily makeup looks. You know, during the day when you don't want to look like you have crazy wispy lashes, this is what I'll opt for. For night looks, I like to go for the L'Oreal Paris Panoramic Mascara, and this gives a more bold, like you can layer your mascara really with this one, and it just gives you that wispy eyelash look. The reason I like both of these is because they have really nice brushes that will get into all of your eyelashes and make sure that each one is like individual and perfect. You could see especially the Panorama one has the tiniest little bristles, and this one just gets in there, you know? The telescopic one is also really good for bottom lashes because, as you can see, the wand is really thin, so it's going to be a lot easier to apply to the bottom lashes without it messing up or like smudging. And going back to the whole expiration dates of like mascaras and all that, you can also check when your makeup products expire. And I also recommend doing this because you never want to use makeup that smells bad. But check this little label every time for skincare makeup because it is a key factor in skin health. If your mascara ever gets clumpy, put it in a glass of hot water, like the tube in general. Don't like actually open it and put it. That'd be a little weird. But put the tube in some hot water, let it warm up a bit, and that'll warm up the formula and make it apply smoother. Dude, half lashes have become my favorite thing ever to wing my eyes out and give me that like foxy eye look, but a natural one, okay? Because sometimes I'll do half lashes in like the daytime too, just for like a natural look. Even with no makeup, it looks great. You could get individual lashes from like any store mostly, but if you have those like full lashes already, then I just recommend cutting them in half and, you know, using the longer side towards the end of your eyes. And after mascara, you just place on a few little individual lashes or a half lash to the ends of your eyes, and it lifts your eyes so nicely and gives it like that siren eye look. Speaking of siren eyes and doe eyes, I don't know if you've ever heard these terms. Siren eyes are when you make your makeup look, make your eyes elongated, and then doe eyes is when you make your eyes look bigger and like fuller. So to achieve the siren eye look, this is what you're gonna do. It's very simple. You take some black or brown eyeliner and you fill in the inner corners of your eyes, dragging it out to almost make it look like you have a little wing on the inside of your eyes. And then you're also going to add a little wing on the outside of your eyes. but you're not gonna put any eyeliner anywhere else. Maybe sometimes I'll do the bottom lash line, but I just always stay away from doing my eyeliner on my actual lash line on the top. For the doe eye look, this is a makeup tip that my friend Noemi taught me, and I think it's genius. You take a light brown eyeshadow or anything a little darker than your natural skin tone, and you put it into the natural crease of your eyeline. So we all have, when we smile, this like, you know, crease that goes along under our eyes, and we're just gonna make it more prominent with some of that eyeshadow, and it gives you a doe eye look. It makes your eyes look bigger. I don't know, it's like some optical illusion thing, but this truly works and I love it. Another thing you could do for a more prominent doe eye look is put white eye pencil or eyeliner or anything into your bottom waterline, and this also makes your eyes look bigger. It's more for like that cutesy eye makeup look. I used to do it in like high school, but it still looks very good. It's just like not my personal style anymore, but you know, for doe eyes and for making your eyes look bigger, definitely works. I like to do the opposite though, okay? This is what I'll do for my eyes and to make my blue eyes stand out. I'll use a little bit of this Giorgio Armani eye tint that's kind of like in a chocolate dark brown color, and I'll put a dot onto my bottom lash line. And this makes it look like I have naturally darker eyelashes without making it look like I, you know, just put some mascara on. And I've noticed that people naturally have this if they have black hair, like dark hair naturally. They'll have like this beautiful like line on their lash line that just is darker lashes, but it makes blue eyes, green eyes stand out so beautifully and just like pop. Make sure you're not putting it on the waterline though, because that's gonna just make it look like regular eyeliner. Make sure you're just putting it straight onto your bottom lashes and blending it out, because it gives it like this shadow look almost. If I ever do a slick back hairstyle, the one thing I'll always make sure to do with my makeup is add a winged eyeliner. I don't know how to describe it, but it just hits different. I mean, when your hair is up and you're like, you know, like, then the winged eyeliner just also naturally gives it that like look. If you want to achieve the smoky eye look, I recommend using a dark brown or black eyeshadow rather than an eyeliner, especially liquid eyeliners, to get that smoky eye look. I've been opting for dark eyeshadow instead of eyeliner for years now, and it makes it look like you have the natural wispy eye look without having to try too hard, because really all you do is just put it on with a brush and like wipe it, and it gives you that natural wing. I think I just used to be honestly really bad at doing eyeliner, and so I chose this method instead, and I loved it. If you're someone who likes putting highlighter on your inner corners to just like brighten your eyes up a bit, I recommend using the back of a makeup brush to do this. It's so much easier than doing it with like a regular brush or your fingers. So just use it, you know, get into it like very nitty gritty, and you can make it like lay how you want it to. If you ever don't like how you did your brow gel, take a clean spoolie, put it under some warm water, and then try to fix the brow gel into the place that you want it to be. I've had this before. Sometimes brow gel just dries too fast, so just putting it underwater and fixing it can really help. Also, keeping a clean spoolie or like an old mascara brush in your purse is a really good thing to carry around if you want to just like fix a brow hair or fix your mascara a little bit, or just like spread it out, just because you don't want to use your hands when you're out like touching your face and everything, so a spoolie always comes in handy. Let's move on to the last part, which is lips. If you want to make your lip color last all day, and I'm not even kidding you, all day, use a lip tint. I love the ones from Wonder Skin. They have a couple of different shades, and you just put it on, let it dry, and then wipe it off, and it stains your lips and makes that last for like a good couple of hours. Also, especially if you ever like to like fake tan your face, then sometimes your lips are not gonna become naturally darker from that, because obviously your lips are staying pale while the rest of your face is getting darker. So your lips are gonna naturally look pale. Lip tints will help you fix that issue. It definitely helped me. And then if you've ever gone on lip injections, then if you didn't know, they can actually make your lips look paler too. So again, lip tints will help you with that problem, and highly recommend. If you like to overline your lips, make sure that you only overline in the middle parts instead of the sides. I've learned this the hard way. It looks so terrible if you ever put any like on the sides. This doesn't mean just not put any lip liner on your sides. Just make sure that you're sticking to your natural lip on the sides, and then for overlining, do the middle. And follow your natural lip shade too. I don't know why, but like sometimes people will like just go over the Cupid's bow and like make their lips look round on top like a rainbow. Why are we doing that? It looks a little awkward. If you don't do it right, it looks awkward. Some girls, they pull it off, but careful. I don't experiment. If you want your makeup look to like guaranteed look good, use the same lip shade as your blush. If these two match, then your whole face is just gonna be like tied in together. It just looks really good. If you're ever out and about or like on the beach especially, use your lip balm as a natural highlighter or as a blush. It's so nice, especially like if you're at the beach and you're going straight to like lunch or dinner, you just, you know, fix it up a little bit and so quick, so easy. If you don't want your lip product to get on your teeth, do this. And then all of the makeup is gonna transfer onto here and you're gonna be safe from having any makeup on your teeth. Oh my God, this is something I recently found out. The tone of your lip shade matters for if you wanna make your teeth look brighter, especially for red lipsticks, okay? Go for a cooler and like blue tone of shade rather than anything warm or orangey or nude, because those are going to make your teeth look yellower, while cooler tones are going to make your teeth look cleaner and whiter. Pink tones are safe, you don't have to worry about that, but like nudes and orangey tones for lip colors may make your teeth very easily look yellow. So remember, blue toned red lipstick is gonna be your best friend for red lips. And my last tip to conclude this video is gonna be that less is more, okay? Makeup is amazing, makeup is so fun. I love doing it, and I do it all the time. But yesterday I did such a natural, like almost like a no makeup look, and it looked so good. I got so many compliments on my makeup, and I only used like 3 products. It took me 2 minutes to do my makeup. But today, I like really went over the top, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, like you spend so much time on it and you do a little too much, a little overboard, and could ruin the whole look. Experiment with fun colors, have fun with makeup, use it to enhance your features rather than hide them, okay? And yeah, that concludes my makeup tips and the first video of this Hot Girls Hot Tips tips hot girls don't want you to know. So I'm still getting used to it, okay? I'm very excited to be starting the series though, honestly. I love this like podcasty type, sit down on the floor vibe. It's just like talking to my best friends online. I hope you guys liked this video. If you have any questions about any of the tips, I'm so happy to answer in the comments below, so comment down below. Also check out my jewelry brand Novi if you don't know about it already. There's a new collection coming end of June. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week with another one of these videos. I'm so excited. Okay, bye.